Hi boys and girls, Miss Pickowitz here with your final lesson of the day, writing. For writing, we're going to work on a couple things. We're going to work on our lines. We're going to learn how to do I say, you say, which is an echo. And we're going to learn the different lines on our writing paper. And we're going to read a book called Not a Box. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Not a Box. And then when we're done, you're going to go get your name practice papers and you're going to practice your names. So when we echo, it's I say, you say. That means I say it first, and then when I'm done, I'll point and then you say. All right, so we're going to learn our lines. Let's just first practice saying the lines on our writing paper. So we've got I say it, you say it. Skyline. You say it. Then we have the plane line. You say it. Grass line. You say it. Then we have the worm line. You say it. Okay, good. So I say it, you say it. Skyline. Great. Plane line. Grass line. Worm line. Fabulous job doing the I say, you say, and doing an echo. So now I'm going to show you. You have this in your packet, and the lines on your writing paper look like this. They're just not in color. So you see right here where there's the sun and the cloud? Well, that's the skyline. So when we're talking about making our letters and we talk about where the letters start, this is the skyline. In the middle right here, this is the plane line, because planes fly under the sun, but they're still above the grass. So this is the plane line. There's not a picture here, but it's okay. So skyline, you say it. Skyline. Plane line. And this is the grass line. See, there's a flower right here because flowers grow where the grass is. So this is the grass line. Now, it's not shown on here, but we have the worm line. That means you go under the grass line because worms live underground. They live in the ground. So we have skyline, plane line, grass line, worm line. So you say it after me. I say it, you say it. Skyline, plane line, grass line, worm line. Good job. So that's the lines on our paper. And tomorrow we're going to talk about the right way, the most comfortable way to hold a pencil. And we're going to practice writing our names when we're all done with this on our name practice papers. You guys should be getting pretty good with that because we did it a lot last week. Okay, so now we are going to start another part of our writing lesson now that we talked about our lines and we introduced our lines. And the other part of our writing lesson, we're going to use something called traits writing. And so it's a series of books that we'll read and activities we'll do with them. And I want you to think right now, because I'm about to read you Not a Box. What is a box usually used for? I want you to take a minute and think about that. When you have a box, what do you usually use a box for? You know, so think about that for a minute. I mean, some things you can use a box for to mail something to someone, to pack something in, to store things in if you're not using them, to keep things put up so they don't get broken. There's lots of uses for a box. You can use a box to set something on top of. So we have a lot of uses for a box. Now what we're going to do is we're going to read this book called Not a Box. And the author and the illustrator, some busy people, is the same person. She did all the work. The author wrote the words that became the story and drew the picture. So one person did all the work in this book. And her name is Antoinette Portis. Not a box. Why are you sitting in a box? It's not a box. What's he saying the box is right now? Yeah, he's using his imagination. He's pretending it's a race car. What are you doing on top of the box? It's not a box. Look at that imagination. He's pretending that the box is a, yes, that's right, a mountain. Why are you squirting a box? I said it's not a box. What is he pretending the box is? Yeah, a building on fire, and he's a firefighter. Now you're wearing the box. This is not a box. He's not wearing the box. He's wearing a costume. He looks like a robot. Are you still standing around in that box? It's not a box. Look at all those things he made it be. Pirate ship, a hot air balloon, something to ride on an elephant with, a tugboat. He's saying it's not a box. He has quite an imagination. Well, what is it then? Now, look at his head. And look at his face. He's doing what? Yeah, he's thinking. It's not a box. Now he's pretending it's a rocket ship and he's flying into outer space. The end. So we'll read this book again tomorrow. We'll read it a couple times this week actually. But wanted to get you thinking, using your imagination, because that's what he did. Yeah, it looks like a box, but in his mind, it's not a box. He made it be all these other awesome different things because he was using his imagination. He was pretending. So that's something you're going to use when you become a writer, is your imagination. And sometimes you're going to write about things that aren't real, and that's okay. You're going to make stories. But that's what writers do. And that's what they're showing you can do in this book with Not a Box. So that was our lesson today. You got your name practice sheet to do with this, and that's really all you're going to do. You're going to go practice your name. Remember, I wrote it on there 3 times in yellow, and then you've got 3 more lines, so you should write your name 1, 2, 3, the yellow, 4, 5 times, 6, if you write your name at the top where it says name. Okay, so go do your name practice, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.